Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to my another series of talk show. So today I'm going to talk about the third BMW model, which is the BMW 1 Series. So cue the intro. Okay, so the BMW 1 Series is BMW's most entry-level subcompact executive car, right before the 2 Series, 3 Series, 4 Series, 5 Series, so and so forth. So the BMW 1 Series is first found back in 2004 for the first generation E81, because in that time BMW 1 Series have different body styles. So we have the E81, E82, E87, which represents different body styles between 2004 until 2011. Then it comes the second generation F20 or F21. The F20 is the hatchback model, whereas in 5-door hatchback, whereas in the F21 is the 3-door hatchback between 2011 until 2019. But our BMW 1 Series still on sale in Malaysia until current, the second generation F20 model. But in China market, there's one special made model, the F52, which is the sedan model of the BMW 1 Series, which is only strictly for China market, which are not imported or exported from other countries such as Germany, so and so forth. Now, in 2019, BMW Germany have launched the third generation F40 BMW 1 Series, which are basically a new generation model built on a new platforms, the UKL2 platform, which you can find, which is the same platform as you found in the BMW X1 Mini Countryman F60 generation. So the main competitor of the BMW 1 Series it's got to be the most popular Golf R, the Audi S3, and also the Mercedes new A35 AMG and the Mercedes-Benz A45 AMG. In terms of the specification of the BMW 1 Series, in global market there are only two variants offered for the F40 generation, which are the base 118i M Sport or Luxury, which is price tag at around $42,990 depending of the market. And we have a most high-end BMW 1 Series, the M135i M Sport, which price tag at around $63,990. So in terms of the performance, so let's start with the 118i M Sport or Luxury. So the 118i is paired with the 1.5 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine, which replaced the old 4-cylinder 2-liter turbocharged engine due to the emission status. So BMW have to re-engineer the engine so that the engine is more fuel efficient, more modern, and more refined. So the 3-cylinder engine of the new BMW 1 Series have produced 140 horsepower and 220 Nm of torque, paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission sourced by Aisin, which replaced the old 8-speed ZF. So the BMW 1 Series M135i uses a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. So this is got to be the most power 4-cylinder engine in BMW's family, which produces 306 horsepower and 450 Nm of torque. Moving to our comparison section, so I will be comparing the F40 generation 1 Series to the F20 generation 1 Series. So let's start with the engine. So the F40 118i is identical to the F20 120i. So the 118i of the F40 1 Series uses a 1.5 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine, whereas in the F20 120i 1 Series, which uses a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4 engine. So moving to the M135i F40 1 Series, it uses a 2-liter inline 4 petrol engine turbocharged, whereas in the M140i F21 Series uses a 3-liter turbo inline 6. So this is got to be the most compact vehicle which uses a big cc engine, which is 3000 cc engine, turbocharged 6-cylinder. So the F41 AI uses a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission sourced by Aisin, whereas in the F21 series standard across the range you get a SPZF gearbox. So in terms of performance figures, the 1AI produces a 140 horsepower and the F20 produces 181 horsepower for the 2-liter turbo inline 4, whereas in the M135i it uses a 3-liter turbo inline 6, so it generates more power than the 2-liter inline 4 which uses in the F41 series, the M135i, in 335 horsepower compared to the F40 306 horsepower. So the major difference of these two generations is the new BMW 1 series have changed the drivetrain to a front engine front-wheel drive, which replaces the old F20 front engine rear-wheel drive. So in terms of the dimension, thanks to the new UKL2 platform, now the F40 is miles larger than the F20 generation 1 series. But in terms of length, the F40 is shorter than the predecessor F21 series in 4319mm, whereas in the F20 is 4324mm. But in terms of width, it's much more wider compared to the predecessor generation in 1799mm compared to the old one 1765mm. So in terms of height, because of the front engine front-wheel drive platform, so the height is increased in 13mm in 1434mm, whereas in the wheelbase, thanks to the front-wheel drive platform as well, it's much more compact compared to the old predecessor 1 series in 2670mm. So in terms of boot space, it's much more larger compared to the unpractical F21 series in 380 liters. So in terms of the exterior, the whole exterior is massively redesigned compared to the old model. So at the front you can see the kidney grille is increased, it's much bigger than the predecessor model, and it uses the BMW LED headlights. And the kidney grille, if you get an M135i, you get an M specific grille with adaptive shut function. So you get LED headlight and tail light. And for the 118i M Sport, you get an 18-inch M Sport rim, whereas in the luxury line you get a multi-spoke alloy rim, whereas in the M135i M Sport you get M specific M Sport rim. In terms in the rear, I think it's the much better looking compared to the predecessor model. As you can see, you get a very slim taillight design and a big diffuser down there for the M Sport variant, whereas in the 118i luxury line you get a more conventional design. In terms of the side profile, it's far look like a Volkswagen Golf kind of design instead of the wagon type as you found in the F20 generation 1 series, which to me it looks good in my opinion. So in terms of the interior, it's basically identical to the 2 Series Grand Coupe, the new BMW 2 Series M Grand Coupe. To me, the interior design is far more modern compared to the old, a bit outdated interior for the F20 1 Series. And in terms of the driver's seat, you get electronic adjustment for the front seat. And for the steering wheel, for the 118i luxury line, you get a sports leather steering wheel, which is the same as the 320i sports line in the 3 Series. And for the 118i M Sport and the M135i M Sport, you get an M Sport steering wheel. And in terms of the middle cluster, you get the same middle cluster as the new G23 series, the symmetrical LCD instrument cluster. And it's sort of conjoined with the 10.25-inch iDrive screen, which is identical to the 2 Series Grand Coupe and the G23 series. So for the center layout is basically identical to the 3 Series. The aircon knob still under the iDrive screen, whereas the underneath the aircon controls is the 8 customizable station, which you can customize, let's say, your favorite navigation, favorite song, favorite phone calls, and some of your iDrive settings. But in terms of the interior, you cannot compare it to the Mercedes-Benz A35, which is a futuristic interior. But to me, I prefer a more conventional interior rather than the more futuristic look Mercedes-Benz A-Class. And the build quality in the 1 Series is far more better compared to the predecessor model. So the rear seats can be 40-20-40 if you require a much bigger boot space, and the rear legroom is far more spacious compared to the predecessor F21 series. Is a bit cramped for the rear room. For people more than 180 cm, it's a bit struggle to sit behind. So in terms of the safety feature, you get 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system, dynamic traction control, dynamic stability control, and so forth. So now moving to our conclusion, is this BMW 1 Series a good buy? Well, if you in the market looking for a fun small car and you like hatchback, it does not require a big rear space and big boot, I think you can consider the BMW 1 Series. But because of the COVID-19 and lockdown in Malaysia, so BMW has delayed the launch of the BMW 1 Series in Malaysia. So the prices, if the BMW bring in the 118i M Sport, which I think the price is estimated in around 200,000 ringgit Malaysia to 300,000 ringgit Malaysia. But I'm not sure that M135i will bring in by BMW Malaysia, but if they bring in, the prices are around 400,000 ringgit Malaysia, we don't know. So let's wait the BMW announcement for their new 1 Series being launched in Malaysia. So yeah, this is my talk show about the BMW 1 Series. So if you like this kind of video, be sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. And please stay safe and please stay at home. Cheers, guys.